Hi, and welcome to Bella's Vistas. Mary, Bella, and I have been traveling North America in search of good times and great photographs. Why not follow along on our adventures? Please like and subscribe. Well, here we go. We're on the road again. We're off to the lighthouse at Cape Spear. This is where you can watch the sunrise first in North America. We're coming into the parking lot. Here's the ticket booth right here. Going to find a parking spot. Lots of people here. Wow, what a great morning. There's a lot of wind. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. There's nothing we can really do about that. There's a lot of wind in the background. There's a bit of cloud over the sun. It's certainly not cloudy. We're going to get some great photographs. Wow, here we go. I'm much better with the stills. What a great day. Sunrise, the earliest sunrise in North America. Newfoundland's about an hour and a half ahead time-wise. Well, not about, it's exactly an hour and a half ahead of Ontario where I live. So the sun comes up here an hour and a half earlier. And it's just beautiful. It's really something to see. It's a great day. Here's the lighthouse. The sun is just behind the lighthouse now. It's been up for a little while. Now we've got the light shining on the lighthouse. It's a beautiful place. Climbing up the hill. And there it is. It's amazing. I'm a little out of breath at this point from climbing the hill. A shot with the long lens from down in the parking lot. Now we're going to go into Petty Harbour and see what's happening there. It's changed a lot since the first time I came here in 1973. Petty Harbour's built up quite a bit. Roads are still a bit rough, not nearly as bad as they were back in the day. We're going to drive through the city, have a look around, and we'll find a place to park and see if we can't make a few nice pictures. There was a dog just up on the hill here that wanted to have a little tussle with Bella, but it wasn't too bad. The people came and put it inside the house. It's an interesting community. It was built around fishing back in the day. It's starting to become a tourist center. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those boats. I mean, they're just so brightly colored, and the city behind. The city, I guess it's not a city, it's an outboard. It's a small community. It's a working village, fishing. There's a lot of fishing still going on there. I think it's called the inshore fishery, and it's come back quite a bit. Now we're going to head off to Balleen. Here an artist was using a rock apparently for a palette while he was painting the village. This is the outlook, I guess, that he was painting. I've been out fishing from here many times in the past. It's an old rustic bench here to sit there and watch the sun come up over the city. Here we are parked up over Balleen. More of the boats in the harbour. I'm on Flake Road now, taking Bella for a little walk. Now we're going to get a shot of us in front of some of the old buildings and in front of Bella's restaurant. I was amazed to see that. Wow. Just love the fog and the rock. Here we are in Ferryland now.
Hi there, Bella and I are in Ferryland, Newfoundland. We're having another great day. Look at the surroundings.
Well, I was making coffee about 5 in the morning here where I was parked up, and a gentleman pulled up and asked me if I'd had any fish yet. Well, the next thing I knew, I was out at sea jigging for cod. What a day. A little bit of fog, and the water was a little bit rough. Not bad. It wasn't really rough at all compared to what it can be, but it was. We managed to get soaked to the skin, and my camera quit working just when we got back on the dock. It shot about 6 or 8 blank frames, and I had to take it all apart and put it on the dash of my car and put the defroster on for about 20 minutes, and next thing it was okay. This is a video Mary shot of us taking off, going off fishing, and looking for whales too. This fella took me out for free out of the goodness of his heart. We caught 7 fish between the two of us, and he filleted a couple of them up for me. It was a great day. There he is, just speeding out in his boat. We had lots of birds coming overhead, seagulls, and a lot of puffin action too. We got pretty close to the puffins on the water. Now I was using a long lens, and the boat was rocking this way and that way, and we were getting splashed, and plus it was raining, so it was a bit hard to get some shots, but I did get puffins on the wing. Talked to this fella for a while, boat to boat. It was really something. Then we saw a whale spouting. Next thing you know, we saw a tail coming up. Another tail, and we just sort of followed along and tried to see what we could see. Here's the whale's tail going down. Another whale's tail. Now apparently you can tell one whale from the other by the markings and shape of their tail. This is definitely a different whale. They have scars on their tail from being caught in fishing equipment, and I guess from maybe getting nibbled on by other fish and things like that. There he's waving goodbye to us there. They come up and they sort of spout water, and then you'll see their back come up, and then the last thing you see is the tail coming up like that. Now I've been told sometimes they slap the water pretty hard when they go down. I've never seen that. This is the head of the whale coming up. You can see the bottom part of his mouth is swelled full with capelin. They like to come in and catch the capelin. That's what brings them in. I managed to catch a bucket full of capelin with my bare hands off the beach and clean them and cook them up on the barbecue. They were okay. You know, once is enough. There's another tail with the water dripping off of it. It's amazing to see these guys. Just unbelievable. They're enormous, and it's fun to see them. It's not something you'd see every day in Kitchener anyway. This is the side fin of a whale. I guess he was just, they seem almost to be playing. They're just going up and down. Now the sheep, the fella told me that they put the sheep out on this island, the farmers do, so that they're safe from coyotes and predators. There's my friend with the fish, one of the fish that we caught, another one. He was pretty happy. He loves being out on the water. Here I am coming back into shore now with our catch. Another day, a bright, nice, sunny day, and sun just splitting the rocks, like they say in Newfoundland. Here we got a little bit of wave action, a little bit of bright blue water. Just beautiful. It's good to get dried out after a day out on the fog and rain. This is a view of the lighthouse that you don't see every day. It's from sea. Some of the buildings, a lot of the traditional buildings on the way up the hill towards the lighthouse. At the lighthouse, You can get a picnic lunch apparently. I didn't do that because we get our picnic lunches right out of our van, right at the side of the road. I highly recommend Ferryland. It was an amazing place, wonderful. There's a community center there. There's a center where they have information and they have plays and such. All kinds of things going on. It's a view of the village from the sea. Some of the boats and the fishing sheds. I like this old sign. It's weathered and everything, and I just thought it was kind of interesting, and the old window in the building. This is one of the gypsies of Avalon dancing on the pier.